Well, now greetings and salutations to you all once again. It is I, the Ravenous Spectre, and today we're going to do a little bit of a showcase of a quote-unquote free gift. Well, I guess it is actually free considering it was a pre-order that I had gotten. And that was through the game Bravely Default 2 on Nintendo Switch, basically kind of going back to the old school days of JRPGs back on the Super Nintendo and so on and so forth, but with modern day aesthetics, if you will, but also retaining um, the old school aesthetics as well from way back when. And of course, we got some really, really lovely artwork in there. I forgot exactly who the artist is that ended up doing this, but it's definitely some lovely stuff. That's for sure. This would be great as like a poster or something like that. Sadly, obviously, this is just inside artwork. It doesn't have anything to do with being a reversible cover, if you will. And obviously, the game is not in there because I have it in my Nintendo Switch, and recently I'd played it for almost 7 hours straight yesterday, 6 hours, something like that. So yeah, I'm definitely hooked on it. I also have the 3DS versions as well, which I haven't beaten. But after going through this, and whenever I beat this, I'm definitely going to want to go through those. But that's the game. This is the special little stuff that they've ended up showing. Obviously, you got the little Bravely Default paper thingy there, but the special editions that came out for the 3DS versions, honestly, were like amazing. And I didn't get either one of them, but they had like art books, they had like other little extra stuff. Obviously, they had the game. I think they had like a soundtrack with them and other little things. There was no real special edition that was announced for this, and the only place that I know that was having it was Best Buy. And yeah, this is really strange. It's unique. Obviously, it was free. It came with the pre-order, even though they ship separately. So I got one day and one the other day. But yeah, it's a placemat, which is just paper. I mean, obviously that's some gorgeous artwork there. There's nothing on the back. It is just paper. It's not any type of solid material, nothing like that. Kind of seems to me if you were to put anything on this, it would just friggin' mess it up. And one reason I say that is it came with coasters, stuff that you would put drinks on, uh, glasses, condensation. When stuff gets wet, it'll mess it up. This is just paper. It's the cardboard, pretty much. Yeah, it looks cool. It looks nice. They all look the same on all the sides and all of that. Artwork's cool, all that stuff. But, folks, there's not a snowball's chance in hell I'm going to be putting drinks on these. I mean, I don't even use coasters anyways, but there's no chance that I'm going to be having something that looks this cool or unique get wet and get damaged and have to get thrown away and tossed. So I really don't know what I'm going to do with these. I'll probably just set one of them up or set them in a frame or something, just like I'll end up doing with this one. But it's so weird how they ended up going and having these other two amazing editions that came out for the first two games. And obviously, yeah, they cost more, but this didn't cost anything. It just came with it. But it's so strange how they ended up doing this, and it's so weird too, given the fact of the game itself. It's like there's nothing else of any type of interest or anything interesting that you could have came up with in terms of having it be a special edition or something. I mean, to be perfectly honest, I probably would have paid maybe a little bit more to end up getting an amazing special edition, considering I went and basically missed out on the first two. I mean, I got the first two games, but as far as when it comes down to the special editions, yeah, that just didn't happen. So, yeah, the coasters all look the same. Once again, this is the four main characters that you'll have in your party, and you have guest characters too. Well, at least I've only had one guest character at press time, and boy, was he overpowered. I made sure I tried to get everything I could out of him before he got out of the party. So anyways, yeah, so obviously that's the little thingy that was wrapped up in this little thingy with the placemat and the coasters and whatnot. But anyways, definitely a great game, amazing game for sure. Definitely loving it, liking it a lot. The only thing is, though, the quote unquote special edition, man, it's just it's a weird one. It's a strange one for sure. And I really do hope that the camera just didn't flip sideways because the timing thing flipped sideways. So, anyways, with that being said, I will go ahead and I will end this like I always do. Later, taters. And the thing is, though, is when it comes to this whole thing here, if they would have made it a much better material, like say if it was plastic, or it could be used a whole lot of times and you wouldn't have to worry about it messing up to put like drinks and stuff on it, or say like if this was like a real thick material, like a real thick plastic or something, or even if it was like a mouse pad or something like that, you could display that, or use it or not use it. And the same goes with the coasters. But they even though it looks cool, they really cheaped out on the material. They truly did. Yeah, it was free, but they still cheaped out on it. So I just wanted to go ahead and emphasize that. So later, taters.